Why yes, it is another haul video. Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new, my name is Tracy and I want to thank you all so much for joining me today. So yes, I have another haul video and I'm actually still waiting on one package. So what I have here is I have one package from Happy Planner, my very first order ever from officesupply.com, and I'm waiting for another Happy Planner package. Happy Planner has got to be the slowest shipping company ever. It took over 2 weeks for them to even ship, and it's still been sitting and waiting for carrier pickup for over a week. So, yeah, I don't really like ordering from them because I see that is kind of a trend with them anyway, but they had free shipping and they had really good discounts, so I did make a purchase. So what I'm going to do is when that finally comes in, if it comes in, I will add that to the end of this video. But let's go ahead and take a look at what I have here. I actually had one item that was not part of Happy Planner or my officesupply.com purchase. I finally got some textured paste. I had a coupon from Michael's for $5 off. So this cost me like 66 cents or something like that. So yeah, I plan to play with this when I use my stamps and stuff like that in my journal. So yeah, wanted to share that with you guys. All right, so let's start with officesupply.com, which is the reason why I'm filming this haul before I get my second Happy Planner package, because I want to start playing with this stuff. So the reason why I purchased from officesupply.com is because I was comparing the prices with American Crafts, because at the time of my purchase the vault sale was still going on and their prices were increasing at American Crafts. So these items were actually cheaper on Office Supply than American Crafts. And some of these items were not available on American Crafts either. And when I made my purchase, I got a coupon code for free shipping at $25. So I used that instead of an additional 10% off because it made more sense to do that. All right, so let's start with my most expensive item from this haul, which is this guy. So this is the Tim Holtz distressed ink roller, so that way I can like paint my page instead of having to like use my little brushes and stuff like this. I'm hoping that this will be easier. This was like $8. Again, like American Crafts, I do see that the prices on Office Supply do change frequently, so I'm just going to give you like the general estimate of what I paid. Plus on my invoice they didn't tell me what I paid, so if I click on the item now, I'm not sure if that's what I paid or not. But yeah, this was like $8. I priced it at like Amazon and things like that, and it was like $10 or $11 there. So it was still cheaper here, and this was something that I did want. So that was my first purchase. Next, let's look at some of my ephemera packs. So I think most of these were available on American Crafts, but they were cheaper on Office Supply. This one I think was like a little over $3, and these were hovering around $1.50. So that is what I paid. But like I said, the prices do change. So this is pretty much one of the reasons why I need to go ahead and do this haul video, because these are all travel related ephemera that I may want to use for my travel memory keeper. So this is the Vicky Bouton Where to Next 200 piece paper pack. All right, so yeah, these are paper pieces, so this isn't like cardstock or anything like that. So this is actually perfect in like my photo book. You can see it's like computer paper thin, so it's really thin, which I'm fine with because like I said, I don't really want it to bulk up. So I'm assuming you get 2 with everything. So even though this is Where to Next, some of it isn't super travel related. I'm just going to go ahead and like lay these out on my desk so you can kind of see them. Are these stickers or no? These are stickers, so we'll look at those separately. All right, so then we come to this. And is this a sticker? Because this feels thicker. Yes, this is a sticker. So this is a one-page, it looks like it's a transparent sticker. So all of these are going to be stickers that you can cut away, you know, cut apart or whatever. Now these are pre-cut. I can see the little, although, so yeah, these are also, or washi. This is washi paper. That might be washi paper too. And then these are also, I could see the pre-cut with this. This is also pre-cut. And then this is pre-cut. So there we go. This is actually, I think for $3, that's a pretty good deal for all of this. And like I said, with the thinner papers, that'll be really good for like when I actually use them in journals. Because that's what I use these in. Like I don't use them in albums or anything like that. So, you know, with journals, you have to be a little bit careful about bulking them up because of the bound book. But, you know, hey, this is going to be so hard to get back in the box because they're all different sizes. They're all different ways. All right, there we go. Then we have, oh, one more. All right, then we have Coast to Coast, American Crafts. So we'll go ahead and open this so you can kind of see what these look like. Because I find like that is, I try to zoom in on the website, but it's hard to see it. So that's why I'm kind of like showing you all of this, just in case you want to see what is actually in the paper packs. So these are perforated. All right, so you get the gist of that one. And then we'll look at these. See, I also have a travel bucket list book, and I think these will look cute in there too. I really like these little vellum pieces. They'll be really good for layering with photos. All right, there we go. So like I said, I think this was $1. I think this was around $1.60. So like I said, hovering somewhere around $1.50, but I think it was like $1.60. Like I said, the prices do change, but I'm just kind of giving you that information because of what I paid from Office Supply. And then this is, I think, is this a set sale? I think this is a set sale collection. All right, so these are little like cardboard pieces. These are perforated. These are like little cardboard pieces, but they're still not super thick. These would be perfect in my new, for documenting my latest trip, because it was a cruise. All right, so those are those pieces. There we go. All right, let's look at the paper pack that's also travel themed, being we kind of were just showing you travel themed ephemera. So this is the Paige Evans. Is this the Adventurous? I think I bought some parts of this paper, of this collection from American Crafts. So this is single-sided, and this is your 6x8 36 sheets. I'm really in my paper era. I think I've always been in my paper era, but I've been buying more and more paper. I just really been liking using this to make like, I've been using it for like dividers and stuff, like my larger paper packs. But like this stuff, let me take this off. I've been using in my journals, notebooks, and things like that as well. All right, I think this is where, yeah, this is where it repeats. So you get 2 of each sheet. There we go there. And then I will also show you this one that is also semi-travel related. This is the Color Box. This is a brand I hadn't heard of until I did my Ollie shopping. And I like how thin this paper is. Again, you can put it in planners and things like that with it being so thin and it doesn't bulk up. So this was, okay, I think this was like $3 something, like $3.60 or something like that. And I think this was also $3 and some cents. This is 50 sheets, single-sided. Again, this is thinner paper. So again, it will not add bulk. So it looks like you get 2 designs each. So I'm going to try to skip the duplicate design so we don't have to look at it. So there we go. Like I said, this was like $3.80 or something like that. Then I bought stuff for Disney. I will say these stamps were all like $1, $1.20. This was $1. So that is the reason why I bought it. I'm not like obsessed with Disney or anything, but I do think the designs are really, really cute. And I thought this was a pretty good price for stickers. So we'll start with the Mickey stuff. And I do have plans. I do have ideas for this that we'll talk to when my other Happy Planner order comes in. So there we go. Look how cute that is. I think that's so cute. Mickey and Minnie, like little faces and stuff. I think that's really, really adorable. These look like they are all Mickey. Again, super cute. And for $1, $1.20. And so I'm not sure how much I paid for it, but right now it's like $1.20 on the website. And then this is Mickey and Minnie. They didn't have too many. I think I picked up pretty much all of the Disney ones I could find that were like $1, $1.02. They do have some other ones that were kind of regular and full price. I didn't get those. And then this is the Disney princesses. These are tiny. Hopefully you can see some of those, but you can see all the little princesses there. Again, I just thought they were cute. And for $1, why not? Or $1.20, why not? And this was $1. So this is, you know, I haven't even watched Frozen. But I was like, it's a paper pack. It's $1. Let's just get it. Let's just get it. I remember Ollie's had some Frozen stuff during their American Craft sale. They didn't have this though. They didn't have the paper pad. But here we go. Oh, this is actually thicker than I thought. Oh, this is double-sided too. So we'll turn this sideways. I know you're not gonna be able to see it all on the screen, but they're repeating patterns, so you'll kind of get the gist of it. The ones on the back are very like general. So I kind of, you know, I can use the pattern paper on the back for anything non-Frozen related. And then if I wanted to do something that's more Disney theme, then I can use the Frozen sides with like the names and the graphics. This is cute paper, y'all. Aren't you glad I'm flipping through this? So like when you see paper, like look at this, like that's really, really pretty. So like, you know, just because it's Frozen for $1, you get some really cute paper in here that is not, you know, Frozen theme. Like some of this might be some elements from it. Like I said, I'm not super familiar with it, but I think that was a really good buy for $1. So yeah, that is my officesupply.com haul, which like I said was like 25 bucks. So very, very good. Now let's take a look at my first Happy Planner order, and it was just one item. Yes, I bought a planner kit, a gift box, and I was not planning on buying this. I had purple disc in my cart. And the purple disc in my cart were marked, they would have been like $7. I think they were like $10 and it was like 30% off, so they would have been $7. This cost me $14. So now you know why I bought the box instead of just the, oh my gosh, let me open this first. Let's just use my X-Acto knife. That'll make life so much easier. So for $7, I could have bought purple metal disc. For $14, I got a 320 piece sticker pack, a planner with the metal disc, and a deluxe cover and paper. So I really feel like I could not beat that because, you know, even if this planner sits on my shelf for a while, I definitely may use this cover. This is a pretty cover. It says plans on it. And that's it. So it's pretty neutral, but I kind of like this cover, y'all. I kind of like this cover. There are no pockets, which this is my first deluxe Happy Planner cover. I'm not sure when this came out. I think this has been on the website for a while, but you can kind of see the purple disc. I didn't have any purple disc. So this is a vertical layout. So think dream plan, very neutral. I did double check that. And yeah, it's just the vertical with the grid over here and the notes. So very, very neutral. And then I'll sit here and just show you the dividers. I am capable of amazing things. Dream the impossible, seek the unknown. Hustle and heart will set you apart. Abstract, treat yourself like someone you love. Remember to take time for yourself. Open your eyes to the love all around you. These are really cute quotes. Hey, you're great. Live and love. Work hard for your dreams. So there we go. This, I mean, $14 for this planner would have been great. And then you get some notes paper, which I'm gonna go ahead and open because I have all my notes paper on disc, so that way I won't lose them. So you don't get that much. It's probably like maybe 10 sheets. It just says notes, and on the back you have the list and then the dot grid. And then we have just the stickers. So like I said, when I was already ready to pay $7 for disc, at this point it was like a no-brainer just to get the gift box. So here we go. This is just some cute sayings on clear, transparent with some gold foil. There's some more gold foil, some more quotes. And then these are some like little header flags. These feel vinyl-y. So these are like vinyl. So you wouldn't be able to technically write on this unless you use one of those permanent. And this is clear. I like this. This is a cute sticker book. I actually will probably use this. So there we go. That's part 1 of the Happy Planner haul. So I will be back with part 2 once it finally arrives. All right, y'all, I'm back and there's nothing on my desk. I just received an email from Happy Planner saying that my package was lost by the shipper. So I did not reach out to them, even though my package was sitting and waiting for carrier pickup for over a week. And then I just happened to get an exception email that said my package was lost. So I was given the option to like have them like replace everything or just ask for a refund. I just went ahead and asked for a refund. At this point, I really didn't want the items. I was like excited about them at first, but now like I started second guessing my order and I'm like, do I really need them? Probably not. So I went with the refund. It was like $38. The items that I ordered like the gift box set that had a Disney journal in it, a couple of Disney sticker books, and then like a mega sticker book that is now sold out. So yeah, I guess that concludes this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, press that like button, and if you have yet to subscribe, I hope you would also consider subscribing. All right, guys, I hope you have a good rest of your day, evening, or night. Until next time, bye.